didn't manage to do it, even though I was dressed in a suit.
The suit let us down. Hey, how's it going? In case we don't know each other, I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style, and for over a decade, I've been talking about the importance of presentation, in particular, suits. Now, a few days back, one of you guys sent me this video and asked for my reaction. What are my thoughts? The video is titled, I tested suit versus no suit. Do people treat you differently? Now, on my channel, I've talked about this multiple times, but I've never actually done a study. Now, I have brought up dozens and dozens of studies, but yeah, going out in the wild, going out in the streets and testing this stuff? Nah, come on, I'm too lazy. But seriously, it's a lot of work. And this guy with 7 kids, 5 businesses, and living in a small town, me going out and creating a video like this is probably not gonna happen. So I thank Les Thomas for doing this. And now, without further ado, let's find out what happened.
Have you ever wondered whether people treat you differently in a suit? Today I'm going to be doing exactly that by doing a set of challenges, dressed completely normally and dressed in a suit.
So I love that he's physically out there doing this. I love the huge contrast between the outfits. And what I find really interesting is he says dressing normally, which if you know your history, we didn't normally dress this casual. A t-shirt used to be underwear. And if you go back and look at any footage from the 1920s, the 1940s, the 1960s, what do we see? A population that was much better dressed, even though they owned less clothing. Yeah, it was a time when the importance of presentation was pushed on everyone. It didn't matter if you were standing in a welfare line or if you were at the top of the company. Most of those guys were wearing suits. Now, do we think it's a bad thing that we're now dressing more casual than we ever have? No, not necessarily, especially if you're a guy that understands this, because then you can use style to your advantage to get a leg up on others. But as you guys know, I could talk about this stuff all day. Let's get back to the video.
Number 1, looking like a lost tourist and asking people for directions and see how they react based on how I'm dressed.
I'm gonna walk into designer stores dressed in a suit and dressed normally to see if they treat me differently.
And finally, I'm gonna pretend like my wallet's been stolen and I'm gonna see if anyone gives me €5 to buy a train ticket home. Write in the comments right now what you think people are gonna do. Are they gonna respond worse when I'm dressed normally and better when I'm in a suit? Or are they just gonna respond exactly the same?
All right, so first up, I love that this guy has 3 separate challenges. He's ambitious in this video. I also understand that he understands video, he understands YouTube, because he's getting people to interact with the video before they even get started. So what are my guesses? Well, guys, before I give that, I wanna hear from you down in the comments. What do you think is gonna happen in each of the challenges? But as you're doing that, my guess is going to be with challenge 1, I think the suit is going to make a slight difference. Now with challenge 2, going into the stores, I think it's going to make even more of a difference than challenge 1. And with challenge 3, he's asking for money. Man, I think people are ruthless. I don't think it's going to matter at all. Maybe it depends on who he asks. And again, any experiment like this, there are so many factors that go into this. But yeah, I want to believe if somebody was wearing a suit and they told me their wallet was stolen, I would believe them and give them money. What does that even say about me, that I'm judging people based off appearance? Well, gents, as a lot of you guys know, I've done tons of research on this subject, and sadly, people do judge a book by its cover. And yeah, so in all 3 of these experiments, I'm not going to be surprised if the suit guy easily comes out on top.
So, I'm currently dressed in normal clothes. I'm gonna be, for the next 5 minutes, starting the timer right now, asking people for directions, simple requests. Excuse me, do you know where Seoul?
Off to a whacking start. Excuse me. Do you know where Seoul, the station Seoul?
Literally on the square to the left. Here.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
So we are on 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Excuse me. Do you know where... Right. Not positive. Sorry, do you know where... We have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes to see what the uptake is.
Excuse me? Sorry, do you know where... Fucking hell. This is painstakingly awkward.
Man, he said it. It's painstakingly awkward, which is probably one of the reasons I wouldn't want to do this. But I got to give the guy props, man. He is out there trying it. I don't know. I feel like when I've asked for directions, people have just been nicer. And I don't think I've always been dressed super nice. But man, maybe it's because of the city. Maybe because of where he's at. I don't even know if all these people speak English.
Do you know where Seoul is? The station Seoul?
Seoul?
Seoul.
This is Seoul. Seoul station.
The station Seoul.
Yeah,
okay, thank you very much.
Excuse me. Do you know where Seoul is, the station Seoul? Oh, okay. Over here? Ah, thank you. Excuse me. Sorry. Do you know where Seoul is? Seoul?
Sorry.
Plaza Sol is here? Thank you very much.
That's 5 minutes up. Thank God that's over. That was one of the most awkward things ever. The first thing I've noticed after you put on a suit, it just changes how you feel. You have a lot more confidence.
All right, so he noticed it. He put on a suit, and how does he feel? He feels different. In this case, it looks like he's feeling more confident. He's feeling better. A suit, when you put it on, it's a formed garment that actually causes a man to stand up a bit more straight. When you stand up straight, what happens? All of a sudden, you feel more confident. You feel more sure of yourself. And that's one of the big things I try to teach at Real Men, Real Style, the science of enclothed cognition. And in case you're not familiar with this, is a whole field where they talk about how the clothing we wear has an effect not only on our mindset and how we feel about ourselves, but also how we perform. I mean, think about it. How many times when you were a kid did you get a pair of new shoes and just feel faster? Or when you're wearing your football uniform, you're wearing your soccer uniform, you get out there on the field, you feel ready to go. Gents, remember, the clothing we wear not only has an effect on others, but also affects us. And on a side note, that's one of the reasons I recommend, if you work from home, to actually shower and get dressed nicely in the morning. Even if no one's going to see you, you will feel better and your work is going to show and reflect how you feel about yourself.
And this actually happens when girls put on nice clothes, they put on makeup. It's almost like their personality changes. So I can see exactly why. So the first thing, I'm going to have a timer of 5 minutes, and I'm going to see how people respond when I ask them for directions.
So the pressure is on for the suit. I didn't feel this with the regular clothing. Come on, suit, don't let me down.
Do you know where Seoul is, the station? No? Don't know? Okay. Excuse me.
Excuse me, do you know where Seoul? Seoul? You don't know where Seoul is? Okay. It's over there. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, so we're 1 minute in. Excuse me, do you know where Grand Via is? Okay.
Excuse me, do you know where Grand Via is? It's this way, okay. Thank you very much. All right, 2 minutes in.
I'm getting a little bit hot under the collar because the suit represents me and my brand. It's got to perform, otherwise my channel is all bull.
Excuse me, do you know where Grand Via is?
Grand Via Street, you can cross this street, you can see the corner of Orange.
Okay. I want to ask you, would you respond differently to someone who's dressed normally or someone who's dressed in a suit?
Yo intento ayudar siempre a todo el mundo.
Perfecto, gracias.
I love what that guy said. He would help anyone, no matter how they are dressed. Unfortunately, I think he's a rare person because the reality is the majority of us make quick decisions, judgments, based off the way somebody looks. Think about it. A naked guy comes running into your office, says, everyone get out. You call the police. A firefighter comes in and says the same thing. You respect the uniform, you get up and you get out.
All right, so we have 1 minute left. Excuse me, do you know where Grand Via is?
It was at this moment that my cameraman said I looked like the love child of a used car salesman and a Mormon.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
A used car salesman and a Mormon. I apologize to my friends out there in Utah, but yeah, I can't disagree. I mean, when I'm looking at this suit, I notice it's 3-piece. It fits really close to the body. You know, it is a bit more fashion forward, but for this experiment, I appreciate the fact that he's doing the work, and I wouldn't have said that to him. I would have said more like the bastard child of a used car salesman and...
Excuse me, do you know where Grand Via is? No? Not interested in any cars? No? That's the end of the first challenge. I've noticed no difference at all from how people respond whether I'm dressed in a suit or not.
So I don't know if those are the official results, but man, people are ruthless. You notice how so many people just walk right by, they're in their own world and they don't care. I mean, it's a big city, so yeah, I mean, no one likes to be accosted, but man, people are just not very friendly.
Time for the next challenge.
Gucci gang. Ooh.
So for the next test, I chose two of the most well-known designer brands, Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Louis V, you get the point. I dressed up in a suit and I went into a Gucci store and a Louis V store, and then I got out of the suit, dressed into normal clothes, and I went into a different Gucci store and a different Louis V store. First up, we have Gucci in a suit, and this reaction was amazing.
Now, if any of you guys have a science background, you know the problem with experiments like this is that he has changed so many factors. I appreciate what he's trying to do, but you know, it's really comparing apples to oranges. You have not only different people, but different times of the day. It's really hard to do these type of social experiments, but again, I have to give him props. He is doing a great job. Les, if you ever watch this, you are awesome. Great job.
As I walked in, there were people there waiting to help the customers, and the guy looked at me and he looked me up and down and then proceeded to follow me throughout the store, asking me, "Do you need any help, sir? What are you looking for specifically today?" Really trying to help me as much as possible. Next up, we have the Louis V store in a suit, and the reaction here was pretty normal. Again, this store was way more busy than the Gucci store, but obviously they looked at me, they said, "Hi, sir, do you need any help with anything?" but definitely not the same type of reaction as the Gucci store. The final store was a Louis V store when I was dressed in completely normal clothes. And this one was probably the worst reaction. Not in a bad way, but I walked in and there were about 2 or 3 hostesses standing about 2 or 3 meters from me. And I had to wait there for about 10 or 15 seconds just for them to even notice me, or just for them to even say, hey, sir, do you need any help with anything? So even though there wasn't a massive amount of attention in the first Louis V store where I was fully dressed in a suit, there was way less.
Okay, so based off that, it looks like challenge 2, the suit won. But you got to remember the data points in this experiment were really small. And again, we were comparing different stores, different people at different times. Now, personally, I'm happy the suit won. And I do think if you were to do this 1,000 times, the suit would win overall. That being said, with the small population set they used in this experiment, the suit, yeah, probably got lucky.
The final challenge, I'm gonna pretend like my wallet's just been stolen and I need €5 to get a train ticket on the way home.
All right, so I think if you were to go down and read the comments, everyone's going to say that I would be that person that would help out. But the reality, when no one's looking, especially in a big city, guys, I don't think he's going to get anything. Maybe he'll get one person with each outfit, but yeah, I don't think the suit is going to give him that much of an advantage, especially in just the time limit of 5 minutes. Now, if he did this over 5 days, I think that the suit would have an advantage, but yeah, let's find out.
Do you think they're going to give me €5? Nothing. Fine, we'll give it a try. I'm going to try for 5 minutes. Timer starts now. Oh, why am I doing this? All right, let's go. Me acaban de robar mi cartera. Necesito como €5 para regresar a la casa.
También está la policía. Es que no tengo sueldo, tío.
Ah, okay. We're on 1 minute. Got to try and get €5 for a train ticket home. Come on. Sorry, Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, or English?
Both.
My wallet has just been stolen and I need €5 to get home. Can you help me?
Listen, I am waiting for my mom to send me money also.
You are
'cause
also broke.
I'm broke now. I've been here for 3 days. I lost all my money. I'm so sorry.
No, this is fine. Have a
Really.
good day.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry. Okay.
It's so hard to watch. I mean, he got great views on this video. Maybe I need to be making videos that are hard to watch. I don't know. Maybe I'm sticking around because it's the hope that somebody's going to help him. I don't know.
Excuse me. 2 minutes. I've just lost my wallet. And someone, stole? Yeah, and I need €5 to get home. Can you help me?
For the next minute, he did try and help me out. Nice guy, but didn't end up giving me any money. At this stage, I was really losing hope. I didn't think anyone was going to help me out with this at all. And then finally, something crazy happened.
Excuse me. English or Español?
Yes, English.
I've just lost my wallet. Someone steal, and I need €5 to get home on the train.
I don't know if I have card.
I want to tell you something. I'm doing a social experiment where I ask people for €5 to see if I can get a train ticket home. And you're the first person who is actually like, I will give you €5. Thank you so much. Have a good day. One person, I'd get home.
All right, he got one person, this beautiful woman that was also beautiful on the inside. And wow, awesome.
All right, that wraps it up. So a total of one person.
All right, so the pressure is on. He got one, which is actually more than I thought he was going to get. And yeah, now the pressure is on the suit because it could very well lose. Let's find out what happens.
Leave a comment. Do you think people are going to treat me differently just because I'm in a suit? I'm curious to hear. What do you think? Do you think they're going to treat me differently?
Maybe.
You think there's more chance of getting €5 now?
I think there's more chance, but is it actually going to happen in the next 5 minutes? That's the question.
Let's begin the challenge. Excuse me. 2 minutes. Excuse me, 1 minute. Do you have 1 second? Oh, excuse me. This is very random, but my wallet's just been stolen and I need €5 to get home. Can you help me?
€5, sorry.
No?
It's a card.
Okay, that's fine. Have a good day.
1 minute, 2 minutes in and absolutely nothing. This is very random, but my wallet's just been stolen and I need €5 to get home. Can you help me buy a train ticket? No? Okay. Have a good day. I actually thought people were going to respond a lot better when I had a suit on. That's actually not the case at all. Excuse me, sir. All right. We are on 3 minutes, so we have 2 minutes left. Can I get someone to give me €5 to get a train ticket home? Excuse me.
Mate, 1 minute. My wallet has just been stolen and I need €5 to get home. Can you help me?
I might have €1. Can I help you?
Can you help me? Thank you so much, mate. I'm doing a social experiment where I'm seeing if people are actually helping me or not.
All right, so we got €1, but things still aren't looking great for the suit. And again, I'm really happy he tells people right there because hopefully it makes them feel better about themselves knowing that they were put to the test and they passed.
Of the €5, we've got €1. Time is running out. 1 minute left. Do you think I can get it? We'll ask this guy here.
Excuse me, sir. No, nothing. I know this is very random, but my wallet's just been stolen and I need €5 to get a train ticket home. Can you help me?
It's my birthday here.
Okay, can you help me?
But I don't know.
Okay, it's fine.
Sorry.
Have a good day. 30 seconds left. Can I do it?
Excuse me, guys. 2 seconds. My wallet's just been stolen and I need €5 to get home.
I don't know. I don't have money right now. So.
Okay, no, that's fine. Have a good day. Didn't do it. Didn't manage to do it. I didn't manage to do it, even though I was dressed in a suit.
Again, to the defense of this suit and pointing out, why these experiments are so hard, because you really need a lot more data points. You would need to do this over a longer period of time. And you could just chalk it up to luck because the other guy did give him money, but all he had on him was like €1. Now, if you're looking to level up your style, you really need to check out my free community over on School. I've set this community up so we've got free classes that you can make your way through step by step and learn the basic foundations of men's style. We actually have giveaways. In fact, this year alone, I've given away over $15,000 in gear that has accumulated here in my office, and I love sending it out to you guys free of charge. And I have to say, the men that are in this group are friggin' awesome. We've got a no a-hole policy. People treat each other with respect. And what we've managed to create in this community is a place where a man can come in and ask questions and get some solid advice. So gents, use the link in the description of today's video. Go check out our free communities on School. These are for you to become the man you know yourself to be.
So the big question is, did people actually treat me differently? And the answer is yes. Challenge number 1, with asking for directions, it didn't really make a difference though, because there was nothing on the line in terms of me wanting anything. I wasn't trying to get a job. I wasn't trying to sell something. I wasn't approaching a girl. So my inherent value didn't really make a difference. Challenge number 2, absolutely. Going into stores, people definitely treated me differently because they thought I had money.
That's a really interesting point. With experiment 1, there was no risk for anyone. They simply just had to give information which was free to them. But with experiment 2, you had people that are looking to create sales that are actually sizing people up that are coming into the store to make a determination, because the reality is, if multiple people are coming into a store, you're a salesperson, you have a limited resource, which is your time, your availability. So you've got to make a decision of not only who you're going to talk to, but if you're going to try to talk to multiple people, in what order to talk with them. So it's really insightful of him to bring this up and bring it to our attention.
And for the final challenge, challenge number 3, again, very much like challenge number 1, there wasn't really much on the line, so it didn't really make a difference. But with that being said, what I did notice is that when I was walking around the city, people were looking at me a lot more. When I was walking down the street, people were moving out the way for me. And for example, if I was interacting with someone like buying a coffee, I immediately noticed that they just treated me with more respect. If you want to maximize all areas of your life, dress the part. For example, when I see someone who dresses extremely well, I immediately have respect for them. If I see someone who doesn't dress well, I immediately lose a little bit of respect for them.
Now, what he said there may offend some people, that he loses a bit of respect based off appearance. Because I know so many people out there want to believe that they are that person that looks past image. But the hard truth is, we're human, we're lazy, we look for shortcuts whenever we are looking and talking with people. We use image, we use presentation to quickly assert a person's status, and sadly, how we should treat them.
You have to dress well for yourself. Treating yourself well and looking after yourself is the ultimate form of self-love. Eat well, dress well, be in shape, look good.
And I agree with his message about dressing well. It's a form of self-love. To me, it's a form just of self-respect. I think men and women should dress in the manner that they see their best self. Because when you dress that way, you feel that way. And when you feel that way, you act that way. And those actions become habits. Your habits become your destiny.
How you treat yourself demonstrates to the world whether you have respect for yourself or not. But more importantly, it demonstrates to you whether you have self-respect or not.
Overall, great video. I love the work that Les put into this. So go check out his channel, subscribe, and give me credit so I can win that $100 that he talked about at the end. And gents, if you enjoyed this video, check out what I've got for you right here. More reaction videos. Come on, I used to make a lot of these. And should I get back to making more of these? Let me know in the comments, guys. I love hearing from you. And yeah, go check out this video right here. Take care. See you in the next video.